Hey guys, it's Craig by the Bootstraps, beefybootstraps.com. Wanted to make a quick video regarding the news and the incident that happened in Sri Lanka over the weekend, along with some other things. You know, Easter Sunday came, we all had a great time, celebrate, religious holiday if you're religious. However, in Sri Lanka, there was multiple explosions by an ISIS sect terrorist group, okay? Muslim terrorist group. I find it interesting that in the news, no one or very little people actually even reported initially that this was at churches, congregations. They said it was at luxury resorts and hotels, which that's true, that there were explosions there. But in the news coverage even past that point, there's been very little mention of the fact that Christians were targeted by Muslim extremists, the religion of peace. I don't care what religion you subscribe to. I don't really care what you do. I don't care what you believe. But can we at least acknowledge the elephant in the room and say when an act of terrorism is committed by one primarily group of fanatics, that we can call it out and say that this is terrorism, that this is religious fanatics? You know, I know a lot of people disagree with various forms of religion, and I understand why. Believe me, I do too. I mean, I like to say that I'm religious, but I don't follow a religion, But that's talking to my wife, I was like, I don't understand, I don't hear anything about Buddhists bombing anyone. I don't hear anything about Christians bombing anyone. I don't hear anything about Jewish people bombing anyone. It's the so-called religion of peace, right? So that's in the news, which it seems like a lot of the news organizations are not even mentioning the fact that, yeah, Christians were targeted on Easter, a holy day. I just wish that they would have the integrity to actually report the story. Because I just remember in New Zealand not too long ago, you had those Muslims that were shot at that mosque, right? Horrible thing. Should have never happened. It's absolutely atrocious. But, Twitter had like 4 days at #1 top trending story with this mosque shooting. And I understand it was publicized because it was on Facebook Live and stuff like that. Not saying that it's a good or bad thing. I'm not saying anything like that. It's horrible. But why is it that that story was front page news on every news cycle for days, but yet this one that just happened seems like, no big deal. Just let it go. So I guess you can kill Christians and no one cares. That's fair. Anyway, that was one story. And then we hear another story. Jussie Smollett's brother comes out and says that we should believe Jussie, whatever the hell his name is. No one cares. I find it interesting because it's like, wow, okay. Apparently he's waking up with night tremors because of his alleged fake attack. So you're continuing the lie more so, and you're telling us that we should believe you. Dude, if I had 16 felony charges against my ass, yeah, I'd be waking up in night terrors too. I could be going to jail for a long, long time. Oh, no, that's okay. You're a black gay actor. We don't care about that. It only counts when you're someone else. That's story number 2. Story number 3, and this right here it's driving me nuts. The Mueller Report comes out. All these people said, you wait till this report comes out. Mueller, he's gonna nail Trump to the wall. He's gonna nail Trump to the wall. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him. Well, it comes out, no obstruction or no collusion, no obstruction, or at least not enough to prosecute him. And they're saying, because he had these opinions and he had these things that he wanted to do, although there was no crime committed and he never stopped anyone from doing anything, there's no obstruction of justice, so there's no crime committed. Now you have these House Democrats who, ever since they've been elected, have been doing nothing but sabotaging and tanking the president's agenda, which I don't understand why they're still doing this. All right? They're only hurting our nation and our country and causing division. But yet they scream to the top of their lungs like, it's all these Trump people doing this and doing that. Really? Because I don't see all these Trump people refusing to look at what the Attorney General put out, refusing to look at the Mueller report, refusing to look at the evidence in front of them. No, we got to see the redacted version. Guess what, shithead? That's not your call. You don't get to see the redacted versions. They're redacted for a reason. But you know what? I don't recall you guys being so thorough and needing to know when it was Hillary Clinton and her 33,000 emails that she deleted, and then destroyed the devices that they were attached to, even though they were subpoenaed. I don't hear Nadler or Pelosi or anyone else demanding to see, this information. But yet, when it comes to Trump, oh, no, we don't care what the Attorney General says. We don't care what Mueller said. They're lying. Oh, wow, that's really funny, because like 2 months ago, you guys were screaming at the rooftops about, Mueller is so trustworthy. He's a man of integrity. He's going to get to the bottom of it. So, in other words, you didn't get the outcome that you wanted. He wasn't your silver lining bullet, so now you're just refusing to accept the investigation. That's childlike. And that's embarrassing. And then, on top of that, they want to see Trump's tax returns. That's, if you want to change the rules of the Constitution to amend somewhere in the line to run for president, you got to be 36 years old, you got to be a U.S. citizen, you got to show your tax returns. That's not part of the requirements at this point. Now they're trying to go after him and say, I want to see his tax returns. It's none of your damn business, I don't care about a billionaire businessman who became a billionaire when he was working in the private sector nearly as much as I care about all these public servants who've been in Washington for 30 years are multi-millionaires. Even though they only make a salary of what, $125,000, $150,000? I really want to know how they accumulated so much wealth being public servants. I don't care what the president did, and they don't either. They just want to use it so they have something against him. Did he give to the right charity? Does he make as much money as he was? I love that argument. He's not worth as much money. He says, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. So he's worth $5 billion instead of $10 billion. How much do you have? I'm guessing significantly less. Bunch of crap. Anyway, comment below, check out the store, btbootstraps.com. I'll talk to you guys later.